Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 2024 Heat Pump Water Heater Day. We're so excited to have you with us for a long day to talk about our favorite technology, heat pump water heaters. I'm Joe Wachunas, Senior Project Manager at New Buildings Institute, and I'm delighted to be your MC and host for today's event. So Heat Pump Water Heater Day is put on by the Advanced Water Heating Initiative. AWHI is a nonprofit-led market transformation initiative that's made up of hundreds of organizations that are seeking to transform the residential and commercial water heating market for our planet, for the households who can save money on their utility bills, and for a brighter and more efficient future. We're trying to give an overlooked technology, the heat pump water heater, its day in the sun. We're here to elevate the lowly and forgotten water heater and show the world that this technology is as crucial to our future as electric vehicles and solar panels. And you may have noticed, but the theme of Heat Pump Water Heater Day this year is market transformers who are changing the world as we speak, creating market transformation at a pace that's rarely been seen. Yes, market transformation is our theme today. We want to talk about the market transformation taking place before our very eyes, whether it's the growth of residential heat pump water heaters, sales by 35% last year to 190,000 units, or that more and more commercial heat pump water heaters are coming to market all the time, and sales, according to one manufacturer, are exploding. We want to talk about it. And we'll talk a lot about market transformers today, and we'll highlight people and programs doing crucial work across the country. So we're thrilled that you've been able to join us at the beginning of a long and exciting day dedicated to heat pump water heater education and awareness. But before we dive into today's program, we want to give a quick round of thanks to our sponsors, including our registration sponsor, Rheem, our keynote sponsor, LG Electronics, and session sponsor, Clayton Homes. A big thank you to all of our event sponsors. Their generous support makes this event possible, and their dedication to creating a clean energy, low carbon future is truly appreciated. And while we're thanking folks, we also want to thank AWHI's initiative sponsors, without whom this initiative wouldn't exist. Thank you so much. Okay, so while you're going to be taking in all this great content today, over 10 sessions, 40 speakers, a great award ceremony, you've got a job to do. Everyone tuning in needs to take to the airwaves and raise the visibility of heat pump water heaters today. To that end, we've created some great resources that provide everything you need to fill your own role as a market transformer. We'll put a link in the chat to these ready-made social posts that you can just take to social media and post about how great heat pump water heaters are. You can also grab the link from the QR code you see on your screen. And we've got some really great playing cards as well, designed by the AWHI communications team. And you can decide what kind of market transformer you are. Are you a programs person, products, policy, promotions, payments? You get to decide, put your image and the description of what you do and share that widely. We'll be sharing that as well with our panelists today. So you can customize these playing cards. There's a QR link again on the screen, and we'll put another link in the chat. So help us promote Heat Pump Water Heater today. And if you do, you're entered to win a free heat pump water heater from Electrify Now. Share on social media, use the hashtag HPWHDay, and then you're entered to win a free heat pump water heater of your choice. We'll draw the lucky winner at the end of today, so you want to stick around. Folks on the East Coast, that'll be a little bit late for you, but it's worth it. And you may see me in my heat pump water heater costume as we do the awards. So post, let's break the internet today, and let's get some messages out about efficient water heaters. Okay, so I'd like to extend a special thank you to our Heat Pump Water Heater Day registration sponsor, Rheem, a leader in sustainable heating, cooling, and water heating innovation by promoting Energy Star products and designing for a zero waste future. And before diving into our keynote address, let's talk a couple logistics. Put your questions in the Q&A today. They're easier to track for our panelists. Use the chat for general conversation, and you can chat specific panelists directly. You can follow along with the program. We'll put a link in the chat for the entire program. You can also grab that QR code on the screen to see what sessions are interesting to you. Do you want to be here all day? Maybe. But it will be one Zoom link for the entire day. So feel free to come and go or stay with us. We'll be here talking water heaters. Okay. So this today's conference includes 2 keynote addresses, 10 plus exciting panels, 40 plus speakers, as well as these Excellence in Water Heating Awards. And then we'll wrap up the day with a heat pump water heater dance party and social media contest drawing for the winner of that heat pump water heater. It's going to be a glorious day fit for this glorious technology. Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you, Joe, and welcome everybody to a very electrifying session. And while we wait for Secretary Granholm's keynote, I want to take a moment and celebrate this day that has brought us here at the 5-year celebration mark for the initiative, and just grateful to everybody that made this uh, conceptualized this initiative from its humble beginnings back on the West Coast. I also want to give a shout out to some of my other NBI colleagues, Ralph Danola, Amrita Kanolkar, Kathy Higgins, Amy Cortez, who've all been a part of, along with all our key partners on the West Coast that have really made this happen and seen the evolution of the advanced water heating initiative. And, it takes me back to the summer of 2021 now. That's the time when, in fact, Secretary Granholm and DOE were a big part of making the scale up of the initiative from its West Coast, success and brought it and catapulted it, in fact, into the national stage. It was part of what was announced at the time, DOE's E3 initiative, which really called out specifically for partnering with the Advanced Water Heating Initiative to transform the water heating market, and basically with the idea of significantly increasing the sales of high efficiency grid connected heat pump water heaters. And the E3 part of it was focused really on energy, emissions, and equity. So very comprehensive and well-rounded, but a focused effort on getting heat pump water heaters mainstreamed and be a part of the market transformation. And DOE has been a strong partner in that journey since, and in fact has been shared in the growth and the impact and the reach of the initiative, which has, as everybody has observed, with the growth in sales and the market impact, the rippling effects on the whole market as such. And as a part of that journey, I want to call out the role of our next keynote speaker, Ram Narayanamurthy, who is the Deputy Director of the Building Technologies Office at the Department of Energy, and has been, an ally and champion and a partner in that journey as well. And I have known Ram and worked with him for over 2 decades. I mean, almost being a contemporary in and cross paths with him on multiple building decarbonization related efforts and projects, because he's been a part of what we call the RDD&D, which is the research, development, deployment, and demonstration of technologies that decarbonize the built environment. In fact, as the heat pump water heater story goes, we had worked together, this is circa 2014-15, on what was possibly the first community that was called the Net Zero community in Fontana, California. And it had even made it to the New York Times as a cutting edge experiment in net zero. And that community at the time of 20 homes had installed heat pump water heaters in every home in that community. So heat pump water heaters are not a new technology. They've been around. And in fact, they said, so Ram and his team at the time had been, had installed them at those homes, and they were grid connected, testing the CTA 2045 capability of. So it was not, an early version of it, like it was a fully developed version of the heat pump water heater. So that's, takes me back to the time of, Ram and the heat pump water heater journey that he's been on. And I couldn't be happier to have him be a partner and champion and ally for AWHI. And as he joins us today and shares his message in the next keynote presentation. So with that, I'll give it back to you, Joe, to hear from Ram.
Thanks so much, Smita. I really appreciate that, setting the stage and providing some context for this great partnership. I think we may have the video, the first keynote ready to play, and then we'll also show our second keynote with Ram Narayanamurthy. So go ahead, AV team, and set up that first video if we've got it ready.
Hello, everyone, and happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day. Actually, today we are celebrating a technology that has the power to dramatically reduce emissions from water heating, which, if you combine that with space heating, accounts for over 40% of the energy that buildings use in the United States. That added efficiency can help to slash families' water heating bills by up to 75%. And that is why the Department of Energy has partnered with the Advanced Water Heating Initiative for years to support the growth and the deployment of this technology, and we have made great progress. But our work isn't done yet, so today I've got a few action items for you. For the utility reps in the room, please, let's increase the number of incentive programs for your heat pump water heaters. Work with your regional energy efficiency organizations and your Energy Star teams to design programs that meet the needs of your areas. And for the retailers out there, I hope you start selling heat pump water heaters and make sure they aren't hidden in the back of the store. We want your customers to know that these technologies exist and that they can save them energy and money. And on that note, retailers and manufacturers and installers, help people understand the potential savings and the programs that are available to help with upfront costs. It's not just about the sticker price. Obviously, lower energy bills can offset upfront costs over time. And speaking of installers, I hope you all get trained and certified through a program recognized by DOE's Energy Skilled Initiative. We've got 10 training programs for heat pump water heaters alone. And finally, to everybody, but especially to home builders and small business owners and consumers, take advantage of the tax credits and the home energy rebates in many states that the Biden-Harris administration has delivered to save big on this technology. If you check out energy.gov/save, that's our website on this, check it out for more. And explore our heat pump water heater installation tool for information on how you can size, how you can select, how you can install heat pump water heaters. That tool actually delivers customized recommendations along with information about the technology and how it operates and the benefits for both homeowners and installers. We want everybody to feel the benefits of more efficient buildings, and that starts with installing reliable, cost-saving technologies everywhere from your home to your laundromat to your favorite restaurant. The Biden-Harris administration is intending to help you do it. Together, we're investing in a healthier, more sustainable future powered by clean energy. I am so grateful to have such strong partners in this work. So thank you so much. Happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day.
Fantastic. Huge thanks to Secretary Granholm for that call to action to all market actors to really transform this market. That's so exciting. What a great way to start the day. Now we'll move to our second keynote, which Smita introduced with Ram Narayanamurthy. Ram and I had a chance to chat about some of the DOE's priorities over the next years in the transformation of water heating. So let's go to that video, and then we'll go into our opening plenary. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm here with Ram Narayanamurthy. He's the Deputy Director at the Building Technologies Office at the Department of Energy. Ram, great to have you on. Happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day. Thanks for being here with us. Hey, I just wanted to start us off in this keynote address. Talk to us a little bit about this partnership between the Department of Energy and the Advanced Water Heating Initiative.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you for having me on. And good morning to everyone. Yeah, it's been a great effort in that we have at the DOE, at the Building Technologies Office, we have been interested in advancing the adoption of heat pump water heaters. Over the last several years, heat pump water heaters save money, save energy for a large proportion of the population that uses electric water heating. And we want to make sure that we are able to deliver those benefits to everyone. So AWHI has been a partner in that you've been able to pull all the stakeholders together. You've advanced the market, and you've been moving the market transformation efforts along in different parts of the country. So it's been great to work with AWHI and the larger stakeholder community, including many state organizations, many of the nonprofits that are working in the space, as well as the manufacturers, the specifiers, the MEPs, the entire industry. So I think it is a great achievement of AWHI. And by the way, congratulations on your 5-year anniversary. It's a great achievement of AWHI that you have pulled the whole industry together, not just one section of the industry, but the whole industry together, all the way from the consumers to the installers, to the distributors, to the manufacturers. So we've been very happy to be part of working with AWHI on this.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for that. But talk to us a little bit about the Department of Energy's building decarbonization roadmap, and how does water heating fit in within that roadmap?
So the Building Technologies Office released the National Buildings Blueprint earlier this year. And for us, that is the pathway to achieving our goals for a net zero economy by 2050. And within the blueprint, there are 4 main goals. One goal is to make sure that we keep advancing energy efficiency. We want to be able to reduce energy waste by half by 2050. And that's going to take a lot of effort. We need to continue and accelerate our efforts in energy efficiency. We also want to reduce on-site emissions by 75% by 2050. And that is a big effort, especially from existing buildings. And we want to advance grid integration and demand flexibility. That is going to be necessary for us to have a cost-effective electric grid that can serve the purposes. And finally, we want to also make sure that we reduce the embodied carbon in new construction. And we want to do all of this affordably, equitably, and resiliently, right? And so within that, heat pump water heaters are a core component of the energy efficiency goal, as well as reducing the on-site emissions, and of course, providing demand flexibility, especially from products like the central water heating systems. So all of this, heat pump water heaters actually form a core component of hitting each of our goals. And so that means that it is something that we really want to work with the market on to advance the goals of the, to get the adoption required to achieve our goals.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I guess to that end, what is the Building Technologies Office doing to advance heat pump water heaters?
So at the Building Technologies Office, we work on research and development, but we also work on demonstrations and deployment activities. So we call it the RD, D&D activities. Over the last decade or so, we have invested a substantial amount of funding in research to improve heat pump water heaters. Recently, I'll give you a couple of examples. Recently, we have awarded research awards for developing small form factor 120 volt heat pump water heaters. So for us, those are the products that will take us into multifamily buildings, into manufactured homes, where space is a constraint, as well as electric capacity is a constraint. We have also provided funding to entities who are looking at getting field demonstration and data from large central heat pump water heaters that serve multifamily buildings. So for us, there's a big focus on multifamily buildings. There's a focus on manufactured homes, and of course, single family and commercial. So we are trying to invest in all these different areas to address the gaps that remain, whether the gap is around product development or whether it's around field validation and data. And then further, we're also investing actively in working with organizations around the country around market transformation. For example, we have efforts where we are trying to work with utilities and advance the TRMs, the technical resource manuals, so that we can have new heat pump water heater programs around the country. So for us, it's a all activity, all the way from research on new technologies. And one other thing I'll mention is that on the research side, we're also looking at low GWP refrigerants. How do we get to ultra low GWP refrigerants like carbon dioxide that can actually provide us heat pump water heaters that have much lower total carbon content and that can help us achieve the goals. So it goes all the way from research to enabling the market and market adoption.
That sounds great. Yeah. So lots of efforts there. What personally are you most excited about in the water heating industry? I mean, Heat Pump Water Heater Day is a day to try to get excited about this technology people don't think about a lot. But what excites you the most from all this work?
Well, I don't. I think I'm going to be very cautious when I pick favorites, right? I think there's work to be done across the board on advancing heat pump water heaters. AWHI has done a tremendous job going from increasing the market share by a factor of 3 in the last 5 years. But going forward, I think there are big market trends around low GWP refrigerants. So for me, what is exciting is refrigerants that we can use, like carbon dioxide and propane, that can become a integral part of heat pump water heaters, and that can provide us a comprehensive reduction in decarbonization, comprehensive reduction in emissions to achieve our decarbonization goals. And we're looking for heat pump water heaters that can also provide other services, heating, cooling, combined systems. So these are all areas that I think are very exciting because they hold the potential for a completely integrated solution that can be more cost effective to consumers.
Yeah, well, that's a great answer, and I get excited about that as well. Well, thanks so much, Ram. Really appreciate your high level perspective. Really appreciate the Department of Energy's leadership on the advancement of heat pump water heaters, and I guess happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day.
Happy Heat Pump Water Heater Day, Joe. Thank you.
Thanks. Fantastic. Huge thanks to Ram for that great perspective from the Department of Energy and their leadership. And now just a quick message from our sponsor of our keynote address, LG, who's working to create decarbonization technologies for the home, including heat pump water heaters.
Whether you're a builder, contractor, or installer, your customers want the benefits of advanced electric products and appliances. Grow your business and take advantage of rebates and incentives with LG.